Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. I'm back in the office this week. I don't know if any of you noticed, I'm sure you did, but I was out of the office all of last week. And that's just something I'm trying to do this year. Last year I didn't get out of the office a ton. This last week was the 1 week that all 3 of my kids and my wife had a free week. And so we decided to kind of have a staycation. I didn't go too far, but we were able to have some nice quality family time together. We did some hikes up in the mountains. We did some pool time. We did some Newburyport time. I only had to come in the office a couple times to sign some things, so it was just a nice little kind of time to spend together before the kids are back to school in a couple weeks. But I'm back in the office and back at the Mayor's Corner, and I wanted to give you a couple of quick updates, and then I'm going to have a member of the Cultural Council come on, Ryan Kelly, to talk about some mini grant opportunities. But what can we talk about first? Parking downtown. All right, this has been somewhat of an issue the last couple of weeks. So we've got 2 really big projects starting down here, right? And the goal was all along, once we got the project approved, both of these projects approved, and when I say both projects, I'm talking about the Market Landing Park expansion, and then I'm talking about the bulkhead project as well. So, right, 2 different projects happening that are just vital to our central waterfront. So the fencing went up because we're going to have to start mobilizing for this. So that means we took away a lot of that waterfront parking, which was a bit shocking to some people who maybe haven't been paying close attention to that. And so we're coming up with solutions. So Rich Jones, our city clerk, is also our parking clerk. He has been working with my office and the planning office to come up with some solutions. We've got some more meetings happening this week. We had a parking advisory meeting on Monday. We've got another one set up for this Monday. And there's a balancing act here, right? So because we're trying to help out employees who have typically parked on the waterfront. What can we do in the interim to help them? Because the whole goal here is to get this work done. So by the time we approach summer next year, which is our really busy season here downtown, that these projects are done, the fences are down, and we can kind of go back to life as normal, even though there will be some spaces that aren't available on the waterfront. That's the whole reason for the park expansion, right? They've been talking about this for 50 years, taking some spaces away, which is why they built the garage. So anyways, that's why we're doing this expanding park project. We're trying to add more green space. We're going to have a nice connector of the rail trail, and we're going to take away some spaces, but there's still going to be some parking on the waterfront as well. So we're continuing to work to find some solutions for employees, for residents, for people coming out of town to shop. I mean, it's a beautiful day here in Newburyport. This is still prime retail weather for people to come visit downtown, to go to our restaurants, to go to our shops. So we want to make sure they have a place to park. So we're still working out some of the solutions. A lot of them are going to be employee-based, so Green Street lot's going to be available a month earlier than usual for employees to park. Again, so it extends past. This is for people who have purchased an employee parking pass. So I would say if anyone has any questions about this, and again, if this is more new to you now, and now that you see the fences up, I want to get more information, please reach out to the city clerk's office. Talk to the parking employees that we have. There's a lot of information out there, and again, we have a lot of different solutions out there for people right now. So again, call the parking office with any kind of questions around parking downtown while we get through these 2 really major projects. And once we get through them, oh my goodness, again, our central waterfront is going to be in such better shape. So we're excited about that. Tomorrow we have the groundbreaking of the fire station down the west end, the Cutter Fire Station. I'm excited about that. My grandfather built that station that we just took down there in 1972. It was well overdue for an update, so we've finished the demolition, and now we're going to start construction, so we're going to have a little groundbreaking. So if you're around tomorrow in the afternoon, head out to the Cutter Fire Station for that groundbreaking. I want to thank the planning office and the fire department for all their work, and the city council for getting that project up and running. There's some other projects I'm going to give you quick updates on. Brown School, we're looking to solidify the building a little bit more because we have had some break-ins there. I mean, again, when you're not in a building all the time, I mean, it's hard to police it all the time. We do have alarms down there, but we're looking to shore up that building a little bit more. And those requests for information proposals are due September 8th. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a good idea about what could we possibly do down there. And we'll be looking a lot at hopefully keeping the gym as a community and art space, and then hopefully using the rest of the building for affordable housing. But we're looking forward to getting those proposals. The Bartlett Mall. This was a project that was approved by the City Council, but they wanted to see final design before they checked off that last box to appropriate the Community Preservation Act funds, the CPC funds that were approved for this project. So we're going to get the bids. Hopefully, we left it open another week, so we're not going to get them this Tuesday. We're going to get them next week, so next Tuesday. So it won't be in this. So the next City Council meeting, not this one coming up, but the one following that, is when we should have final price documents for the Bartlett Mall. It's already been approved by the Planning Commission. It's already jumped through all the hoops. The last one is just getting through the Community Services Subcommittee. And again, I think if we get the bids, and if they're right on target with the bids, we should be able to move forward with the Bartlett Mall, so we're excited about that. Back to school is coming up. I know my 3 kids found out their teachers this week. So that's always an exciting time, and it'll be exciting to get back and talk to the new employees coming into the city, which I always do, and then I'll talk to the district as a whole on opening day right after Labor Day. So that's exciting. That's coming up very soon. Lower Atkinson, so when I say Lower Atkinson, I'm talking about the Pioneer League fields. That project is moving along as well. We would love to do this fall, now that baseball is finally done, and baseball is a long season here in Newburyport, but it's finally finished. We would love to get moving on that project. I'm proposing using ARPA funds for this. This is, to me, really is a public safety project. For years, if you've had kids or visited the Pioneer League fields, Lower Atkinson, backing out into traffic on Merrimack Street is always tricky. Like I said, I've been going there my whole life. So for the past 48 years, my family and I have had to deal with that. So what we're proposing is taking the parking off the street, on both sides, and then also increasing the park out in the woodland area in the back. So there's actually a site walk. So if you're interested in this project, there's a site walk next week with the Conservation Commission, but that is next Tuesday, the 29th. Down at the Lower Atkinson field, so they're going to actually walk the site and talk about it. And there's been a lot of talk about trees. We're not going to replace all the trees. The plan is to replace all the trees that we take down. That's just what we try to do in the report with all of our projects. So we'll talk about that more next week. So there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I just want to make sure people know if we're taking down trees, we're certainly going to replace them as well. And we do want that buffer between Pioneer League and say Plummer Ave, because we know how important that is. But God, there's just a lot of space that isn't being used out there that could really help taking cars off a very busy street on Merrimack Street. And Pioneer League will be there as well to talk about their needs for parking. And lastly, before I bring in the Cultural Council, I just want to say there's we got through our Operation Backpack, so thank you, Pettingale House. We had a great drop-off area here. A lot of people bringing in some great items for the Pettingale House Operation Backpack Drive. So now we're going to switch gears, and now we're doing a toiletry drive. So we'll put up a little graphic to tell you a little bit about that. But this is Logan McKnight, who is the ambassador for Project 351 this year, an 8th grader. This is his service project, so we're excited to help Logan with this. And so we'll have a couple big boxes out here at City Hall, and you can drop off, and you can see what we're looking for, and you can drop off those toiletry items and help Logan out. And that's my Mayor's Corner this week. As always, please check out our website. There's a lot going on in the city, a lot of projects and a lot of updates coming up too. The website is just a wealth of information, and it's the best place to go to get some answers to a lot of these pressing questions in the city. But now I'm going to go get Ryan Kelly from the Cultural Council, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about the mini grants available to residents this year here in the city. All right, we're back on the Mayor's Corner. I'm your Mayor, Sean Reardon. I'm here with Ryan Kelly. He's one of our volunteers on the Cultural Council. And the Cultural Council is one of those boards and commissions that do so much here in the city. But I'm going to hand it off to Ryan. He's going to talk about what's going on right now with the Cultural Council and how you can get involved.
Thank you. Yes, we are opening our current applications for this session's new grants. Last year, we gave out over $7,000 to 21 local institutions. So for those interested, please apply on the Mass Cultural website. We are accepting applications through October, but we love to get them in early and give away a ton of money.
All right, that sounds good. So if you're interested, they do this every year. It's a great opportunity to apply for one of these mini grants. And if you're interested in serving on the Cultural Council, we're always looking for members. Check out the cityofnewburyport.com website. Go to boards and commissions, go to Cultural Council, and that's where you can get all your information. Thank you, Ryan, for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful day here in Newburyport, and I will see you next time on the Mayor's Corner.